Good evening, this is Rob Wilson. Welcome to the Euro-Dollar market preview for Monday, the 1st of May, 2012. Going into tomorrow's market, I'm a seller up at 136.20, we're between 132.60 and 132.80, 85. And I'm a buyer back down at 131.80, or actually, in fact, more accurately, anywhere between 132 and 131.80. And if you want to know why, stay tuned and I'll take you through it. Okay, looking first at today's trading, you'll see that it's a bit of a nothing day, really, to be honest, a really tight range yet again, where, the market turned up at Friday's highs at about 132.65, 66. We marched back down to test 132.80, which, if we look here, was, coincident with these sort of levels on Friday. And now we're back up at 132.40. So the range is getting tighter. And that's it. That's all there is to say about it at the moment. What I do know, however, is that I just note how we're making bloody hard work of 132.65, 70. When I look at that on a higher time frame, I do see that we're starting to come under the influence of this descending resistance area. So that's why price is struggling. Today, it only managed to reverse it about sort of 60 pips. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out tomorrow. But you can see here that within that these resistance levels at, say, let's give you an example, 132.20, they're just too close to price at the moment. Likewise, 132.50, which again was a really decent level for us on Friday, but again we're sitting right on it, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if we have a very tight range overnight. But as you can see, this wedge is getting smaller, price is getting hemmed in, and it won't stay there forever. So that's where we sit really going into tomorrow's market, and why I'm more than happy to throw at least an initial trade in against these areas in anticipation of a reaction, and why also I'm not particularly keen to trade inside them. Because we're really learning nothing about sentiment if the trade fails. Taking a look at tomorrow's news events, the first thing I note is that the vast majority of the Eurozone is on a bank holiday. So I need to take a view when I wake up tomorrow morning as to whether the London session is worth trading or not. Because obviously that's a lot of liquidity that won't be there until North America opens at 0800 EST. Otherwise, we've got a couple of numbers at 4:30, sterling figures, and then the big numbers of the day are at 1000 EST. Okay, so relatively quiet, and particularly quiet, I would imagine, during the London morning, with so much liquidity not there. So that's that. Okay, so where does that leave us tomorrow? Well, in terms of phase, the market really is still in this sort of weak uptrend. But again, from the purposes of day trading, we have to treat that as a range. Structurally, there's resistance anywhere between 132.65 and 132.80, and I'd be happy to trade anywhere short if I perceive weakness. Support, well, 132.20 is a possibility, 132 even, and 131.80. Anywhere below 131.80, and we may be working with a market that has decided it wants to sell off. So I'm cautious at that level. I'll be trading against that rising support for sure. But anywhere below 131.80, and I start to feel quite edgy about that. News then, bank holidays in Eurozone. And then we've got sterling figures at 4:30 and American announcements at 10:30 EST. Sorry, 1000 EST, I should say. The plan then, no bias. No bias here, really. I'm going to trade against that well-defined support and resistance edges, anywhere between 132.65 and 132.80 above price, and 132 to 131.80 below. A little bit of a quiet preview this evening, because really not an awful lot has changed since yesterday. If I see anything worth commenting on, I will update at 0300 EST as usual. Get some kip, trade safe tomorrow. Wilson out.